And back in Sirach 10 and 4, I'll read 3 again. All right? Sirach 10 and 3, it says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Verse 4, it says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai. In due time, he will set over it one that is profitable.
Right. So the Lord has all these things in place, in order for us to come and establish righteousness, man. A profitable ruler is going to be established. You go into that word profitable, it talks about someone being being beneficial,
That's right.
Being useful, and Esau Edom is not useful, man. The only use he has is to be wicked, man. And he's doing that, magnificently, right?
He's doing his job. He's just doing his job.
Right. But he's going to be rooted out, and his use is going to be, to till the land and to be a servant, for that 1,000 years, and then he's going to be used up, man. He's going to have his use is going to be null and void, man. So he's not going to be. He brings no benefit to existence, man. Right. That's why the Lord has to remove him, man.
You don't see that? Proverbs 29 and 2. All right, get that real quick.
This is the book of Proverbs. Matter of fact, can I start it Proverbs 29 and 1. He that often reprove hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. Okay? And that's going to ultimately overtake who? 2/3. Because here it is, you're being encouraged and reproved on how to maneuver in these latter days. But Jake is contingent upon just clinging themselves onto Esau Edom. Alright, the so-called white man and his hegemony that he's established on the earth in utter wickedness, man. That's of no benefit, as the brother's been going into. Verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Alright, and that's what you see happening right now. All across the globe, it's nothing but people mourning, man. Alright? You got the have-nots and the have-less. Alright, nobody got anything. Everybody is feeling that squeeze, as brothers I've always been, going into how this devil is pretty much bottlenecking you niggas into this NWO, man. And he's gonna continue to do so. Alright, what you experience now, right, and the mourning that you're going through, it's only going to get progressively worse, man. Because when they have these summits, best believe these summits are designed to pretty much cattle the people deeper and deeper into pits, man. All right, that's why you see no people rejoicing, man. That's an indicator also right there to show you who the wicked is. For you simple-minded niggas that refuse to believe that the so-called white man is the wicked according to the Bible, man. Everywhere he goes, look at what he's done. All right, it's clear, cut and dry. I'm gonna jump down to verse 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth. Okay, and that's what we see happening now. It tells us in 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter, that wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth. How is that? Because the Lord gave the earth into the hand of the wicked, pursuant to Job 9 and 24. It was not Esau referred to as the border of wickedness? Meaning what? Wherever Esau goes, wickedness follows suit.
Yeah.
And that's what Esau has done through with his whole imperialism, going throughout the earth, pushing forward his philosophies, his doctrine, those wines that's pretty much drunk in all the nations. Moab ain't do that.
Yeah.
You ain't have these other heathen, like how Jake tried to make it seem like Esau is anybody but the so-called white man. It's him. It's clear as day. Alright? The son of perdition is revealed in these times, man. Wake the hell up.
And going back to the Greeks, like in Maccabees, right? That was really the first, beast system, if you will. You know what I'm saying? When Esau came as the Greeks, the Edomite Greeks. All that weirdoism was out of them. Sodomy, pedophilia, all of that, man, boy, love, that came from them, man. And we see the extension of it now. All right, because these are the same people, through the reincarnation back on the earth. Same philosophy, same spirit, right? All that bugged out shit. And like I tell you in Job, They're known as the basis of men. How do we know that? Through their characteristics, man. Their spirit. You know?
Hey, if I might say, as you mentioned, it all started with the Greeks, and then it translated over into Rome, and Rome magnified and lifted it up, and then now what we're in right now, man, we're in Rome 2.0, man. So exactly. So everything that Rome was doing, everything that Greece was doing, as the elder mentioned, man, these things are just being magnified, double, triple, man. You know?
Nothing new under the sun, as the scripture said.
Nothing. Same spirits are back.
That's right. I'm going to finish this verse out. Proverbs 29:16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increases.
Exactly.
But the righteous shall see their fall. Okay, because the hegemony that's been established under the watchful eye of Esau, Edom, is coming to a fall, man. It's coming to an end. Okay? It tells us in Job 14:5. Matter of fact, I'll grab that right quick. This is the book of Job, chapter 14, and verse 5. It reads, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Okay, so contrary to popular belief, thinking that America is going to continue on forever, right? This beast system is going to continue on. They're going to be able to rise up like the phoenix from the ashes. None of that shit is going to come to pass, man. The Lord has appointed a bound in which you won't pass. Your hegemony, when Yahweh Shai comes back, there's no dominion for you in that, man. Okay? Your dominion ends when Yahweh Shai returns. Because that establishes Israel's dominion. A dominion of righteousness. A dominion where the law, statutes, and commandments will be enforced throughout the whole land, man.
Gotta add on to that. This is Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 1, and it reads, it says, hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand, learn, ye that be judges of the ends of the earth. All right, so the Lord is calling out all of the world leaders, the people who have power and influence over the planet Earth. It says, verse 2, Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 2. Give ear, ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations. For power is given you of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, and sovereignty from the highest, who shall try your works and search out your counsels. And that's what's going on now. Right? All of these devil's works are being tried and searched out. They're being revealed, they're being called out, exposed. Right? The fingers being pointed at them. They're on the run, trying to hide, make decrees and legislation to cover up the dirt and wickedness. All of that's being tried and exposed. It says, because being ministers of his kingdom, ye have not judged aright, nor kept the law, nor walked after the counsel of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So here's the results. Verse 5.
They say, nor kept the law, nor kept the order, man. Going back to the lesson, man. The order that was established at the beginning.
You got it, go ahead.
The order that was established at the beginning is being reintroduced to the earth, man, because these men have not been keeping the law, man.
That's right.
These men have not been keeping the ways, the law, statutes, and commandments, man.
That's right.
And that's why we see the land in the state that it's in, man.
That's it. Read it on, Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 5. Horribly and speedily shall he come upon you, for a sharp judgment shall be to them that be in high places. Then Ephesians 6 and 10, or 10 through 12, says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities, spiritual wickedness in high places. So Yahweh Shema Shai is calling out the leaders of the world. This is a strong message, all right, to Esau, Edom. All right, a message to Mount Seir, as the Quran went into beautifully, man. This is a strong message that Yahweh Shai is on the way.
That's right.
Right?
I'm going to grab a quick piece.
You got it. I'm going to finish it out. Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 6. For mercy will soon pardon the meanest, but mighty men shall be mightily tormented. Yeah. This is why these devils ultimately, this is why they can't sleep. Going back to Job, man. He talks about how his belly, his bowels turn into mist, right? Because, yeah, they think that they're actually going to fulfill this enterprise, this wicked sacrifice, But in the back of their mind, they know that Yahweh Shah and the angels is coming to destroy their ass.
Exactly.
Isaiah 63. Who is this that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra, man? Right? The Lord about to get busy.
That's right. 37. Just going into, you know, as the elder brought out, man, Yahweh Shai is the one who's casting down, man, you know, through the spirit that he's putting on his men, man.
That's right.
You know, casting down the strongholds, man, casting down the hegemony that Esau Edom has been allowed, you know, to build, man.
That's right.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 11, verse 37. And I beheld, and lo, as it were a roaring lion chased out of the wood.
Now that roaring lion is who, man? It's Yahweh Shai, man. You know, the lion of the tribe of Judah, man. You know, I think it's only one other place in the scriptures that gets mentioned, man. That Yahweh Shai in Revelation 5:5, if I'm not mistaken, man.
Yeah, the root of David, the lion of Judah, that prevailed to open the seals.
And I saw that he sent out a man's voice unto the eagle.
Right.
And
that
said,
eagle is Esau Edom, man. The Roman infrastructure that's being permeated through Babylon the Great, man.
And that man's voice, that's the prophets. Verse 38. Hear thou, I will talk with thee, and the highest shall say unto thee, Are not thou it that remainest of the four beasts, whom I made to reign in my world?
Now going to the beast, man, that little horn, Babylon the Great, you know, is what's going to be remaining, man. You know, and that's what Yahweh Shai is coming to cast down, man. You know, he gave his life as a sacrifice during the Roman Empire, and he's coming back to take over the earth in righteousness, to lay true order on the earth during this revised Roman Empire, man.
Continuing on, that the end of their time might come through them. And the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness.
And because, you know, the first Roman Empire didn't rule the entire globe, man. Babylon the Great is the one who has influence across the entire earth, man. They have a stronghold, they have a foothold in every country, every island, every land that you see on this earth, man. You know? So that just is going into how that beast has taken over the globe, man.
It's going to add on to you. And over the whole compass of the earth.
Right.
With much wicked oppression.
With much wicked oppression, man. Exactly. The land that Esau Edom has taken over, man, the people, the minds, you know, Esau Edom has a hold on the grasp of the minds of these people in a way that he has never had before, man. You know? And we're seeing that wickedness as we have been getting into, man. That wickedness is permeated, you know, through the whole of society, man.
And technology is a main influence.
Right.
You know? Technology got everybody bugged the hell out.
And so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit.
Mm-hmm. With deceit, man. You know, they've been given their time to rule, man. You know, and they can see the end of their rulership coming, man. You know, that's why they're moving in a way to try to hold on, man. They're grasping for straws right now, man, because there's nothing left. You know, there's nothing for them to hold on to because they can't put the enchantments on the people the way they used to. The effects of the chemicals that they put throughout the earth aren't having the effects that they used to. And why? It's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, man. You know, that lion is coming to tear down Esau's hegemony, man.
Talk about deceit, right? Real quick, Revelation 20 and 7, it says, when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. That's going back to the Renaissance period. All right, you know, when Esau got back in the power seat, right? It says, and shall go out and deceive the nations. How did he do that? All right, through his iconoclasm, through his witchcraft, his sorcery, his history, his lies, his philosophies. Right, that's how he deceived and polluted the world. It says, and shall go out and deceive the nations, which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them to battle, the number of whom is the sand of the sea, right? So he's going to basically be in that power seat until the time of what? The World Armageddon, and World War III. All right, where this beast All right, this wicked infrastructure is removed out of the planet Earth, and we're vastly approaching that time.
Could you get 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8 through 10? Shall I get that first?
This is Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
You know, and as we mentioned, man, that the spirit of the mouth is Yahweh Shai, man. You know, the prophets, the prophets that are put out here, you see before you, you know, on the highways and byways, chanting down Esau Edom, man, chanting down Mount Seir, man.
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Right, that deceitfulness, man. You know, the powers and signs, lying wonders, the technology, as the elder mentioned, all these things are what Esau uses to deceive the masses, man. To try to influence the people into thinking that he's coming to help them, man. You know, that he's coming to bring righteousness in the earth. When all he's doing is forwarding wickedness, man.
In case in point, there's been reports that now the CDC is pretty much backtracking on the information that they collected on the amount of people that died from C-19. You know how they was on the media, and every fucking day it'd be like, oh, 100,000 people died. They'd be like, damn, nigga, like, oh my God. You know, but then you would talk to people that actually worked in these industries, and they'd be like, I don't know where these bodies is at.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and then they had the videos of people was actually driving up to the hospitals. There was nobody in them damn lines, man.
Exactly.
They was gassing all that shit up.
They used their lying wonders. They pretty much enchanted the people into being like, damn, we need to go ahead and get that shit. Now you got shit floating all up in your body, and you people are dying from that. Now that's proof. Verse 10. And with all deceivableness,
Man. You know, that's what they push, is deceit, man. Their whole MO is to deceive you, man. To trick you out your spot, man. That's what Esau Edom does. That's what he did. That's what he did to Eve. That's what he's trying to do to us, man.
That's right.
You know, because he sees righteousness coming, man. And he sees the threat to his existence is on the horizon, man.
Right. Verse 10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
Right. So those who receive not the love of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, you know, won't be saved, man. Because they're going to fall victim to Esau's deceit, man. They're going to fall victim to the wonders that he has pushed throughout the earth, man. You know, we're not even in we're just seeing the beginning of it right now, man. You know, we're not in the time right now where they're fully pushing the charisma, man. But we're going to see, you know, people are going to fold, man. Those who think have some type of backbone, it's going to be real soggy back there when that time comes, man.
But that just goes back to, you know, like, my brothers was circulating that video of that dude that was pretty much like, that was a pop quiz. You know, like the Lord had that set up as a pop quiz, as an endurance test.
Yeah, let me try y'all faith real quick. Y'all say y'all believe in me. Let me try you real quick.
Exactly. And it showed forth who believed and who didn't, man. Who was afraid, who had the spirit of fear, and who had the spirit of faith, man. Okay? Lord willing, that spirit of faith continues to stay upon us, man. And that we lean upon Yahweh Shai as opposed to this beast, man. Because at the end of the day, the scriptures were written aforetime for our learning. So we already know the playbook. We already know that this devil gonna come down with great wrath. He's gonna unveil the charagma to the masses. And if you don't subject yourself, you will be excommunicated. You're not gonna be able to partake in the normalcies of society, right? It may even come down to the point where some people may be martyrs. But nonetheless, these things were written so that we're not ignorant. Okay? We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We're no longer ignorant of how this devil is preparing to move. We know who he is.
I'm gonna get this in the NLT real quick. It's 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8 in the NLT. It reads, "Then the man of lawlessness will be revealed, but the Lord Yahweh Shai will kill him with the breath of his mouth and destroy him by the splendor of his coming." You know, and look, the Spirit of the Lord is going to be in those missiles, man. You know, the Spirit of the Lord is going to be on, you know, the teeth of wild beasts, man. the sedition among men. That's the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah, because then he say that I come not to send peace on earth. I came with rather division. Right? Everything's divided, the society, everything, man. You know, Egyptian versus Egyptian. You know, because these rebel NRA gun-toted Edomites that are like, look, you ain't gonna take my rights, my right to bear arms. They with the shit. So they actually waiting for these lockdowns. They waiting for the next outbreak to take place. They coming with the shit. So it's about to be division, rebellion, sedition, like you said. You know?
These were the things that was prophesied, man. You know, at the end of the day, these things were told to us for a reason, man. So that we can have the upper hand at the end of the day.
Right.
You know, because like the elder has said, you got these gun-toting Edomites that are prepared, but we're aware of that.
Right.
You got Jake, don't have an inkling of what the hell is going on. You know, they still think they buddy-buddy with Esau. Hell no. That's your damn enemy. And you better believe when society collapses, for him to be a lawless individual, imagine how lawless he's going to be in a time where his law, which is no righteousness, but wickedness, imagine how lawless he's going to be then.
Oh, yeah. You're going to see his true colors.
You're going to see his true colors. He's going to hop into his vintage bag.
Right.
You know, like when they be playing like when the all-star player, like he's like getting up there in age and he do a move, they be like, damn, that's a vintage move right there.
Turn back the clock.
Turn back the clock right quick. That's gonna be Esau in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Alright? So Jake, you gotta take heed and really recognize who your enemy is, man. And know that he's about to go out with a fight to maintain his dominion.
Continuing on. It reads, then the man of lawlessness will be revealed, but the Lord Yahweh Shai will kill him with the breath of his mouth and destroy him by the splendor of his coming. This man will come to do the work of Satan with counterfeit power and signs and miracles.
That's heavy. With counterfeit power, artificial intelligence, technology, man. You know, basically witchcraft. You know, and we seeing that all happening right now, man. You know, that left hand power, pseudoscience, right?
I mean, these devils are just so outlandish with it at this point, man.
Right.
You got what happened with the Travis Scott concert. You actually have video footage of demons hopping in and out of portals, and then you have Satanists that were confirming. They're like, no, that was actual witchcraft right there. You got the motherfuckers playing with the access to these various mediums, social media, TV, and all this type of shit, right? This is how he's getting to the people. You know, the tarot cards, all type of shit, Ouija boards. You know, this is what this devil promotes, man. And nobody seems to give a fuck. Like, okay, and well, you're gonna figure out real soon what this devil really is about, man. He don't do this for no reason. He doesn't practice this left hand magic for no reason, man. He's really about to tap into his bag, man.
Yeah, he mastered it. That's it with Nahum, where it talks about the well-favored harlot giving over to witchcraft, sorcery, and all of that. Basically, it goes into how this man has mastered that shit. You know, and we see the effects of it today. You know, it's in your food, it's in your TV, it's in your media, it's on your internet. You know, it's all around you. Music.
Shit, even down to the betting. Remember we ran into that dude at Costco?
Oh yeah.
The dude said that when he looked up the betting equipment that he found at Costco, it was attributed to cancer. So everything that this devil does, man, it's always hot wired towards something to fuck you up, man.
Because the chemicals that's in the wood, the chemicals that's in your mattress, how you said formaldehyde, all that shit is killing you, man. It's poison in your body, man. So everywhere you turn, he has all this stuff in everything, chemicals and forever chemicals and what's the other shit? The artificial ingredients, preservatives, you know.
And it's not like Esau's doing this for no reason, man. This devil, pardon me. This devil, he's been given the authority and dominion of the planet. If he really wanted to push forward righteousness as these niggas claim him to be, right, a good individual, he would have done things differently. But he doesn't do them differently. He does them. Well, he does do them differently. He does things in wickedness, man. You know, the scriptures say that the spirit the soul that is within him is not upright.
Exactly, because he knows what's right and what's wrong. He knows how to do right. I mean, he doesn't know how to do right, but he knows what to do. Put it like that.
He knows what's right, but he chooses to do elsewise.
Just like Cain.
Yep. Yeah, I was just thinking.
Cain knew that he had to put up a righteous sacrifice, but what did he do? He wanted to rebel and do his own thing. He came in the spirit of a better sacrifice, right?
That's the exact same spirit that these devils are pushing out with the World Economic Forum,
yep.
the IMF,
science,
the Davos Summit that they got going on right now. Every time you look at the Davos Summit and you look at an update, they're just boasting about how things should be better. We have to make things better.
Right.
Nigga, you the one that fucked everything up.
Exactly. In the name of science, in the name of saving the planet.
That's why he wants to establish himself as the power over the earth, man.
That's right.
You know, he wants people to say that he is, man. You know, he sets himself in the seat of the Most High, man.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
because like you had brought out the video of the birthing pods.
Yeah.
And at the end of the video, it said reinventing evolution, man.
See?
You know, that's Esau's MO, man.
That's
his agenda, man. Yeah. That's what he wants to do, man. He wants to re-engineer everything that the Lord made perfect, man.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
And he's doing that now through big pharma, pharmakia, all right, his so-called medical realm, technology, right, science and all of that. That's his way of setting himself up as the Most High. You know, we're here to fix what God didn't make perfect, right? You know?
And ultimately, the culmination of this takes place with that implantable device, man. Because that's when he really wants to get into your temple. You know? You know, the scriptures tell us that our body is the temple. And what does he want to do? He wants to violate it and put that digital all up in you. You know? Sever your God gene. Do all type of sick satanic shit, man. But this is who we're dealing with. The scriptures give us understanding of these things because to the world, they just see these things as inventions to better the future, to make life easier. Not understanding that this devil, that's not his goal. If that was his goal, why is the state of the world the way it is now? His goal is to ultimately enslave your ass.
Quick precept, dealing with the devil, Esau. Psalms 36:1. The transgression of the wicked said within my heart, that there is no fear of God before his eyes. For he flattereth himself in his own eyes, until his iniquity be found hateful. See that? And that's the spirit of Esau, man. You know, he's proud. He flattereth himself in his own eyes. And what it say? Until his iniquity be found to be hateful, man. Because what this nigga does is wicked, man. And when you come to that, realization, right? You be ready to basically see him done away with. Put it like that. Like it tells you in Genesis the 4th chapter, when Cain was on the run, he said that basically if anybody see me, they're going to want to slay me. You know, because right now everybody wants a piece of this goddamn devil. Because they realize you're the reason why the earth is in its current shape. You know?
Yeah, like the elder mentioned, man, they proud, man. They boasting against you. How about Shimei Awashai? You know, they come in they looking in the mirror like, man, I'm the shit, man. You know, we don't need the Most High. You know, he ain't even do this thing right.
Right.
You know, let me show y'all how to do it.
This is what these devils are really saying. Exactly. Like, you got top leaders that hold authority and power on the earth that are boasting in these sayings, man. You niggas need to start questioning your reality.
Continuing on, 2 Thessalonians 2:10 in the NLT. He will use every kind of evil deception to fool those on their way to destruction.
Ooh, look what happened with the juice pack. Read that again. That's heavy.
2 Thessalonians 2:10 in the NLT. He will use every kind of evil deception to fool those on their way to destruction.
He got on the mainstream media and scared the shit out you people. You really thought there was some shit in the air. You wearing these masks thinking that's gonna stop something, man.
Niggas still wearing masks.
Right, still wearing masks.
I seen a nigga wear a mask in the car.
Right. If it was really some type of biochemical warfare out here, you think that little flimsy mask gonna keep you from catching it?
Let alone, why ain't nobody say, you know what? We know people's immune system is weak. Why don't we push forward herbs and natural remedies to strengthen the people's immune systems as a substitute to counteract this biological war that's going on?
But you know what the nigga did? He labeled what you just said as hate speech. He labeled what you just said as misinformation. So that shows you that this nigga is wicked, man. But that's what he does. One more time. That's heavy, man. That's beautiful.
2 Thessalonians 2:10 in the NLT. He will use every kind of evil deception to fool those on their way to destruction.
Yeah, hey, backs that thing up. Right? You niggas was proud with that shit. Do it for your family. Do it for America. You know? It had everybody divided. You couldn't go to the wedding. You couldn't go to the cookout. Remember that shit? Families was really divided over that shit. You couldn't come to the graduation, right? Because you niggas fell for the deception.
Continuing on, it says, because they refuse to love and accept the truth that would save them.
Yeah, see, you rejected the prophets. You rejected any information that was regarded true, man. Right? You called it conspiracy. You called it hate speech. You called it whatever, man. And now look at you. You're in the worst case scenario. You can't even sleep at night now. Because you know you got that shit up in your ass, man.
You imagine as a nigga that got that shit in their body, you just keep seeing constant videos of people just dying and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
You got people that's really trying to rationalize why people are dying of cardiac arrest.
Right.
As if that's coincidental.
Right.
No, it's because these niggas have some shit up in their body from that shot.
You saw it going out of their way. You know, they're saying, oh, taking flights may cause blood clots. Listening to music may cause high blood pressure. All types of shit, man. Going outside, breathing air, too much sunlight. Like that's what Esau Edom is pushing right now because we're seeing the effects of those things, man. You know, of the jabs that people took, man. So they're playing defense right now.
Yeah, and then it came out, the irony, the so-called rich, they didn't want their private jet pilots to fly the plane if they had the juice pack. They said that. They wanted to know if those pilots on those planes took the juice or not, man. Because if they did, they didn't want them flying the plane. So that already let you know.
I think some airline was saying that they're having a shortage on pilots because the pilots is dropping dead, man.
This shit's crazy.
Shit ain't coincidental. It's only gonna get worse, man. These times that we're living in is gonna be some scary times. They aren't scary as is, but it's only going to get worse.
Right.
Matter of fact, if I could get that, you got Second Ezra's. It's a lot there.
See, this is the result of a land without order, man.
Yep.
A land that's ruled, contrary to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. I think it's in Habakkuk 4:1 where it talks about the Lord having a controversy with this place because there's no knowledge of Him in this place, man. You know?
Hosea, right?
Hosea, I think it might be.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Okay, so those birth contractions, they're constantly getting closer, 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 closer. Like as me and the brother were speaking about a week ago almost. It's like damn near every day is something happening. And it's only going to progressively get worse. It's only going to get worse. You're gonna see more people piling up dead, right? You're gonna start to see more sedition, more division, more lawlessness, more murders, more homicide, all type of shit. Okay? But these are the plagues that are drawing nigh on the earth. The famine, sword, destruction. These are the things that the scriptures told us to come in the latter days. And they're happening before your eyes, but these people are too simple-minded and caught up into this false sense of reality to acknowledge it. False security, when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction.
Another thing too, these women out here getting snatched up. Right? There's been a lot of horrific judgments happening to women out here, man. And the Lord's really about to start, really wickedness and sin for so long now, man. And now you about to reap all the fruits of that shit now, man. You know?
Back in 2nd Ezra, chapter 11 and verse 41. For the earth hast thou not judged with truth.
The earth has thou not judged with truth, man. Y'all have pushed lies throughout the entire earth, man. You know, they're judging these people with the ways of Esau Edom, man. You know, the so-called white man has pushed lies, man. When the truth is right here, man. But what? The truth is the only threat to a lie, man. That's why they come against us so feverishly, man. You know?
Because it's at the point now, like brothers always say, we live in the age of information. You got a smartphone, look it up. You got a computer, look it up. Like this ain't the 80s. You know, this ain't the 70s. You know? You got the time to look these things up. Everything is readily available for you to fact check. You know, we live in this age of fact checking. But nobody wants to acknowledge the facts. Everyone wants to create their own sense of truth. But at the end of the day, the truth of the scriptures, right? The ultimate truth will reign supreme, and it's reigning supreme over you simple-minded niggas today that try to think, oh, I ain't gonna hear what they talking about. Oh, well, the things y'all been talking about for years ain't happening. Nigga, look around you. You think this shit finna go on forever? No. The Lord is speedily hastening the day. We're hastening the return of our Lord, and the Lord is constantly speeding up the days, man. Bro, we damn near out of January. We're literally at the latter half. We're at the other half of January already, man. And next thing you know, we'll be in February, and so on and so forth. Continuing on, 2nd Ezra 11 and 42. That thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved liars.
Right, that's the mindset of Esau Edom, man. You know, they come to afflict those below them, man. They bring no joy to the earth, man. You know, that as the scriptures talk about them not leaving any gleaning grapes, man. You know, they're trying to deplete every single resource, man. They harbor unto themselves, man. We see that with these elites out here, so-called. Could the brother get Psalm 55 and 20?
Psalm 55 and verse 20. He hath put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant.
Yeah, from the time he got over here to the shores of the Americas. Dealing with Gad and Reuben, Ephraim, the northern tribes, man. You know, he came over here with disease and his nasty ass and, you know, all this treachery, man. Broke all the covenants and agreements that they made with the northern kingdom. He never honored his words, man. And that's how he was able to take pretty much the whole Western Hemisphere, man. From Canada all the way down to South America, man. Because that was all being ruled over by Gad and Ephraim and the northern kingdom tribes, man. You know?
Verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
Hey, once again, making the reference of what happened then. When he came to the Americas, man. He came in peace, right? But war was really in his heart. This is how they were able to take the land. Little by little. The Louisiana Purchase, Texas Purchase, right? When you go into the history, from Esau's expansion for pretty much from the east out there in Virginia all the way to the west, man. Trail of Tears. You know, all that shit that you learned in history class coming up. Right?
You know, Esau, when you was in school, Esau damn sure just skipped past that shit real quick. You got like 1 or 2 pages. Like, man, look at that shit. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
And so everything they speak, you know, though it may sound sweet, it's to your destruction, man. You know, that's the whole MO of Esau Edom, man. You know, everything that they speak, everything that they do is to bring death into the world, man. You know, that's why when the Lord blessed him with the sword, you know, he's using the sword to his fullest advantage, man. You know, I'm gonna get this real quick. It's Sirach 13 and verse 3. The rich man hath done wrong, and yet he threateneth with all. The poor is wronged, and he must entreat also. So that rich man being Esau Edom, and who is the poor man? You Israelites, man. You Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. He is coming against you, man. He has all the resources, everything he could ever want, but he still wants your soul, man.
Yep.
You know? Continuing on, it says, if thou be for his profit, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yea, he will make thee bare and will not be sorry for it. So he's going to take everything, every ounce of what you got, man. You know, he's going to make you work and work your hands to the bone, man. And take it from you, man. Through his taxes, through whatever his, what's the word? Unrighteous decrees, man. You know, all these things that they push forward to take your money from you, man. To take your substance from you. Continuing on, it says, if thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yea, he will make thee bare and will not be sorry for it. If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and will smile upon thee.
Don't they do that now?
Mm-hmm.
Deceive you and smile right in your damn face. Be on the job plotting on your ass, man, trying to get you fired, but try to be high and by. And how you doing today? Right?
Meanwhile, he got a whole RICO case,
right?
You know, piling up against you, man.
What's up, Marquez?
Continuing on, it says, he will, if he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee,
yep,
and put thee in hope. He will speak thee fair, and say, what wantest thou?
He a damn snake.
Yep.
That's the serpent that he is.
Exactly.
Going all the way back to the garden.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And he will shame thee by his meats. You know, through the delicacies that they push out here, man.
Yep. His philosophies.
Yep. Till he have drawn thee dry twice or thrice, and at the last he will laugh thee to scorn.
Right, right. You know, that's a heavy point. Read that part again about the meats.
Sirach 13:7. And he will shame thee by his meats until he drawn thee dry twice or thrice.
Go ahead.
And at the last, he will laugh thee to scorn.
Right, because it's a joke, right? You see, you got niggas actually out here crying and marching about transforming lives, about sodomite lives. That's a joke. These devils be sitting back laughing at you damn niggas, man. The shit that you be fighting for, man, protesting about. It's fucking degeneracy, man. You know? Go ahead, Al.
It says, afterward, when he seeth thee, he will forsake thee and shake his head at thee.
Yeah.
You know, that's Esau Edom, man. That's the mindset of an Edomite, man. The biblical Edomite, you know, exhibits all these qualities, man. All the so-called white people on your job, you know, you can see it, man. You know, I'm sure you can think of somebody right now with a face popping in your head, man. You know, but that's how they act, man. Everything they do is to be to your detriment, man. No matter how happy they look doing it, man. No matter how what they say their true intentions are, man. We understand that they're coming to deceive you, man, to destroy you.
Psalms 58 and verse 3. Matter of fact, I'm going to start up at 1. Psalms 58 and 1. Do you indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Ye in heart, ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of the earth. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they are born, speaking lies. Okay, so that's the devil. That's him at the end of the day, man. With the other guy up in the screen. That's him when he comes out the womb. That little Edomite baby, when he comes out, oh, he's so cute, he's so precious. Oh, that's a fucking monster. That's a cancer that's just brewing. Every single day, he's just getting more and more wicked.
Right.
You know, he came out the womb ready to speak a damn lie. His existence is a fucking lie.
Right.
You know.
Hey, under every mask, there's one of these. Yep. You know, mask off, man.
Yeah. And that's exactly what you're gonna see in these times, man. All these average Joe Edomites that Jake like to be buddy with. Oh nah, he's cool. He's my he's cool, man. He's alright. You know, he ain't never say anything crazy to me. Oh, nigga, you gonna see, nigga. True colors gonna come out. When that canvas gets to moving, and that paintbrush starts swirling around, niggas gonna say, oh shit, I ain't even know he was like that. Cause this devil, man, when Jake fails to realize, and it's imperative that it tells us this in Sirach, the 12th chapter, to never trust our enemy. Jake fails to realize and acknowledge who their enemies are, man. The so-called white race is your enemy. Yes, Jake. The Edomites are your enemy. That nigga has a perpetual hatred towards you. No, it has not changed. Okay? You got niggas that's alive today that was committing heinous crimes against your people not even 30 years ago. 40 years ago. Hell, even now. You know? And yet Jake thinks that, oh, times have changed. You niggas are in a state of delusion. You need to wake the hell up, man. 2nd Ezra chapter 11. Back in 2nd Ezra chapter 11 and verse 42. For thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit, and hast cast down the walls of such as did thee no harm.
Right, and that's Esau Edom, man. You know, they come against everything righteous, man. The thief cometh not but to steal, kill, and destroy, man. You know, that's all they can do. You know, if they were able to do anything else, the Lord would have made it so, man. You know, but Esau Edom was designed to bring death into the world, man.
Continuing on, verse 43. Therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up against the highest.
So the Lord is seeing all these things, man. He's watching, you know, as Esau Edom is destroying his creation, man.
And thy pride unto the mighty. The highest also have looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled.
Right, so Esau has reached the peak of his wickedness, man. You know, and the Lord is about to bring an end to it, man. You know, that's the point of this movie, man. The Lord allowed the pride of Esau to reach heights unknown, and then he's going to come and bring them down, man.
Right.
You know, he's going to destroy everything that they've built, you know, so diligently, man.
Yep.
You know?
It's time for the flood.
That's right.
It's time for the flood all over again, but this is going to be a flood of fire, man. Isaiah 9 and 5. This shall be with burning fuel of fire, man. You know, the judgment is set, man. You got it.
Verse 44. What's like it? Verse 45. And therefore appear no more, thou eagle, nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful claws, nor all thy vain body, that all the earth may be refreshed, and may return, being delivered from thy violence, and that she may hope for the judgment and mercy of him that made her.
True order is about to be reintroduced, man. The beast system, as the brother read, all those qualities, man. The beast system is about to be completely done away with, man. The Edomite hegemony is going to be cast down through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and he's going to set up a righteous order over the earth, man.
Yep.
You know, everything about Esau Edom is going to be completely abolished, man. Let me see. Let me get this word malicious real quick.
I had a precept to go,
You ain't ready for that, man? No? It has to be this way. It has to go, man.
This is the way how the story was written. You gotta,
He fulfilled his time. And the Lord told us that in 2nd Ezra 4, that he won't move or stir up until the set measure be fulfilled. So we're in that time, man. The last beast, this final beast. All right, this Edomite hegemony, man. Taken out, removed from existence. Right?
It says, malicious is having or showing desire to cause harm to someone, given to or marked by, arising by malice. You know, that's the state of Esau Edom, man. They're a malicious group of people, man. A malicious spirit, you know. That spirit came back from the flood through Esau, you know, and has taken over the earth, man. You know, and all it has done is bring pain and sorrow to existence, man. You know, Esau Edom, they're a detriment to life. You know, exactly, yeah. They're in the way of the world flourishing, man. No, and that cancer, as the elder mentioned, has to be removed, man. Because it's been allowed to spread, far beyond measure. Man.
Because we know that the key to life is righteousness. And this man is the opposite of that. He's wicked. He promotes wickedness. Everything from this way, every way of living that we live today is embedded in wickedness, which is ultimately the Achilles heel for us, man. We can't really thrive in the fashion that we should in this man's hegemony. That's why the scriptures say, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. This man's system isn't meant for us to get all, nice and cozy in. Because it's not for us, man. Jake has to be kingdom minded, as brothers always say. I had a precept to go along with what we just read in 2nd Ezra. 2nd Maccabees chapter 7 and verse 31. And thou that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews shall not escape the hands of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So this devil, for his actions and his violations against his brother Jacob, he's going to be ashamed, man. Shame is going to cover this devil for the heinous crimes that he's committed throughout history.
But it wasn't me.
Yeah, it wasn't me. Hell no. The scriptures have an answer for that statement. Baba Kushar, could you get Isaiah 14 and 21? Because you will go punished, man. The wicked shall not go unpunished, the scripture said. Believe that. Are not the words of the scriptures faithful and true? So you know damn well these Edomites are shaking in their boots, man.
Yeah. Not to cut you off, because a part of them is like, yo, what if these niggas are right? What if there is a God? What if because they all know that their time is due. Even going back to slavery, man. Right? The main problem of the slaves reading the Bible is that the slave master didn't want the Hebrew slaves to find out that they were the Israelites of the Bible, because they feared rebellion, that the slave masters would get killed. That's why they wanted to keep you ignorant. Right? If you was found reading the book, he was beat. But if you was found reading the Bible, he was put to death. All right? Is that a coincidence? I think not.
It's Isaiah 14 and 21. It reads, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
Right, so that whole it wasn't me spirit that these Edomites love to exalt, right? That was the past. Forgive and forget. It wasn't me. Niggas think they shaggy. No. You are going to be held accountable for the crimes of your fathers, because in all actuality, that was you. The scriptures talk about reincarnation. So you benefited more than once from the atrocities that were committed against my people, against our people. Okay? Keep reading.
It says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land.
Right, because even though these devils try and push that rhetoric of, well, that wasn't us. That was my ancestors. You niggas haven't changed. You niggas ain't changed much. You, again, as the elder said, you are your ancestors coming back into reincarnation. You see? And everything that you promote now is even worse. You're castrating the men, You're pretty much severing the establishment of the law, statutes, and commandments throughout the land. You're not exalting them. You devils have not changed, okay? You just think that you're not as bad as your ancestors, when in reality you are, man. You just know how to be covert with your wickedness. But we know you. We know who you are. You are the wicked of the Bible. You are the border of wickedness. That's why the scripture, can you read that latter end once more?
It says, I'll start from the top. It says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise.
That's reparations right there.
Nor possess the land,
right,
nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Right, because going back in Maccabees, the first Maccabees, the first chapter, right? When Alexander came on the scene and his whole seed line went throughout the planet, what happened? Wickedness was pushed through exceedingly.
4 generals.
The 4 generals.
When he died.
When he split his hegemony.
Yeah, when he died, he left his kingdom over to the 4 generals. You know, Cassander, Lacemeicus, Seleucid, and Ptolemy. You know, and it said that evils were multiplied in the earth, man.
Yep.
You see?
Exactly. So the evils are multiplied now. You know? Esau's children are still out here roaming around the planet. They ain't fixed shit. They got shit as bad, if not worse.
Right.
You know? And that's the vibration that's pushed under this hegemony. That's why we telling our people, depart out of this man's system. Nothing that he promotes here is of benefit to you. Everything he promotes here under this hegemony is designed to just put you into further rebellion, man, against the Lord. You know?
Further your separation from who the world calls God and the so-called Christ. Right? That's what it's about. The further you're detached, it's easier for you to be destroyed, man, for you to be caught out there, man.
Exactly.
He wants to remove that hedge. He wants to remove your protection, right? So he can infiltrate and destroy you.
And he's been strategic with doing this, man. You know, the only way that you can really have the eye salve to see it is if the Lord give it to you, and you really need it, Jake.
Brother, get Isaiah 26:9. You know, because the order is is being reestablished, man. It's being reintroduced, man. The order that we were once under, you know, as those giants as the scripture mentioned, man, those men of renown.
Yep.
That order is about to come back to the earth, man.
Legacy.
Exactly, that legacy.
This is Isaiah 26:9. With my soul have I desired thee in the night. Yeah, with my spirit within me will I seek thee early. For when thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness.
The inhabitants of the earth will learn righteousness, man. True order is about to be established, man. The truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai is about to, you know, permeate through the earth, man. And the earth is going to be able to be better off for it, man. Everything is going to flourish, man. Existence is going to be innumerable for Israelites, man. You know, that immortality, right? Because why? We'll have the laws written in our inward parts, man. You know, we'll have those perfect bodies that we can't go off and sin, and the wages of sin is death, so there'll be no more death, man. You know, that's why we're hastening the coming of the Lord, man. You know, that's why we're hastening the fulfillment of these prophecies, man. You know, that's why Apostle Tahar coined that the name of this year, man, to haste the fulfillment of all the prophecies, man. You know? 1 Corinthians 6.
That's how the world's going to know righteousness, though. You know, all the nations are going to go to the mountain of Israel. All right, the government of Jerusalem to know the ways, man. Like it roughly paraphrasing Isaiah the 2nd chapter and Micah the 4th chapter, man. You know, the nations are going to go up. All right, to be taught of the ways of the Lord. You know.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 2. Do you not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matter?
That's right. What are we gonna be judging the world by, man? You know, Lord willing, we be of that elect number. We're gonna be judging the world according to the law, statutes, and commandments, man.
That's it.
You know, according to the ways of Yahweh Shemel Shai. According to the order that the Lord had already established, man. You know?
Verse 3. Know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much more things that pertain to this life?
Right, so the whole earth is about to be completely made over, man.
Renovated.
Exactly. Through righteousness, man. The Lord's...
Salaki, I didn't mean to cut you off. Keep speaking.
The Lord is about to establish righteousness throughout the whole earth, and everything is gonna flourish, man. Even the heathen are gonna understand that they're in a better state than they were under Esau Edom, man.
Surely this is a wise and understanding people. Exactly. Deuteronomy what? 4? Hold that on that. Yeah, get that real quick.
This is Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 14. For here have we no continuing city,
yep,
but we seek one to come.
But we seek one to come, which is the kingdom of heaven. Get that word for city.
The word city in the Strong's definition, the Strong's lexicon is G4172. It says a city, one's native city, the city in which one lives, the heavenly Jerusalem.
Yeah, which is the body, the government of the elect. Go ahead.
The abode of the blessed in heaven.
Go ahead.
Of the visible capital in the heavenly kingdom, to come down to earth after the renovation of the world by fire.
Yeah, see, going back to this world being renovated by that fire, which is going to bring in the new heaven and the new earth, which is going to bring in a righteous world. See, that's the city that we seek to come. Right? We have no continuous city here. This ain't the land of our rest. We weren't brought here to be happy. All right? We were brought here to serve captivity, man. All right? To come and repent and get back in line with the Lord. Go ahead.
It's Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my power commanded me.
That's right.
That ye should do in the land whether ye go to possess it.
So when we possess the land, right, that was an order, that was a law. When we possess the land, we were supposed to establish the law, statute, commandments. So when we possess the world, guess what's going to be the standard? Guess what's going to be established in the earth? Go ahead.
It says, verse 6, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
In the sight of the nations. Go ahead.
And say, surely, which shall hear all these statutes, and say, surely, this great people, or this great nation, is a wise and understanding people.
Right. That's what the nations are going to say about the Israelites when they're back in their rightful position. Do you understand what type of world is going to be when the earth is ruled in righteousness under the law, such commandments? When the elect have those perfect minds, do you understand the type of creations and inventions that are going to be on the planet Earth at that time? So these nations are going to say, surely this is a wise and understanding people, right? Because they're going to know that what? That the Spirit of the Lord is with them. Zion. Okay? That's going to be like you said, brother, it's going to be reestablished, man. That praise and fame, that recognition, you know?
That's right. Could you get Proverbs 16 and 12?
Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 12. It is an abomination to the kings to commit wickedness.
It is an abomination for a king to do wickedness, man. And Esau Edom is what? The king over the earth right now, man. And he is an abomination, man. All he can do is wickedness, man. So he's an abomination unto the sight of the Lord, man.
For the throne is established by righteousness.
The throne of who? Yahweh Shai, man. The throne of Yahweh Shai is established through righteousness, man. So when he comes, he's going to bring righteousness to the earth, man. All wickedness, man, all evil is going to be completely uprooted, man, completely done away with, man. It's going to be as a bad dream, as the scriptures talk about, man. You know?
That's why Esau can't exist in the kingdom. You know? He is an abomination. You know? After that 1,000-year period of serving hardcore slavery, he's out the door.
He's profane.
Exactly. He's profane, man.
Could you get Psalm 72 and 1 through 7? This Isaiah 9 and 6, it reads, for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Who is this speaking on, man? Yahweh Shai, man. You know, who's going to establish a righteous kingdom, man? Whose throne is going to be foundationed on righteousness, man. Verse 7, of the increase of his government and peace, there shall be no end. So an everlasting dominion, man. I think it's in Daniel 7 chapter, man. It says, of his government and it's like of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth. From henceforth even forever, the zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this, man. So the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai is working in the earth right now to establish a righteous kingdom, man. You know, that's why he has his men out here prophesying, man, prophesying the downfall of this place, man. That's why you see, you know, the judgments of the Lord going forth, man. You know, as the brother mentioned, these things are happening, you know, quicker and quicker, man. You know.
This is Psalm 72 and verse 1. This is the header reads a psalm for Solomon. You know, so this is a psalm for us brothers to also take with too. You know, as future kings, Lord willing. Psalm 72 and 1. Give the king thy judgments, O Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and thy righteousness unto the king's son. He shall judge thy people with righteousness, and thy poor with judgment. The mountains shall bring peace to the people, and the little hills by righteousness.
Right, the mountains, the government is going to bring peace to the people, man. Bring peace to the earth, man. Where Esau brought only, you know, strife and contention and pain to the earth, you know, the law, statutes, and commandments, you know, through righteousness are going to bring peace, man.
Yeah. He shall judge the poor of the people. He shall save the children of the needy, and shall break in pieces the oppressor.
It's going to break in pieces Esau Edom's hegemony, man. There's going to be no remembrance of this place, man. No remembrance of the high stature that Esau Edom had once had, man.
They shall fear thee as long as the sun and moon endure, throughout all generations.
Throughout all generations, man. The fear of the Lord is going to be established in the earth, man. You know, that's what the earth is missing, man. Because these people are operating with no fear. If there was righteous judgment going forth, the people would operate, you know, with some type of sense, man. You know, we wouldn't see the debauchery and wickedness going on as we do, man. Because the fear of Yahweh Shema Shai would be in the land, man. Righteous order would be established, man.
And judgment would be executed.
Verse 6. He shall come down like rain upon the mown grass, as showers that water the earth.
And that's his spirit, you know, coming upon, you know, the hopeful elect, you know, that's pushing this word forward, man. You know, we're accepting of that water, man. You know, the rest of these people, they're getting hit with the water, but they can't take it in, man.
Right. To them, the water is cancerous.
Right.
Verse 7. In his days shall the righteous flourish, and abundance of peace, so long as the moon endureth.
Right. It says, in his days, speaking on Yahweh Shai, shall the righteous flourish, and abundance of peace. So an innumerable magnitude of peace. It says, it's like, so long as the moon endureth, man. You know, and we know the scriptures talk about how the moon will not be taken out of its place, man. You know, so that is talking about an eternally righteous kingdom, man.
Yeah, everlasting kingdom.
Yep.
You know, everlasting rule. Kingdom with no end. Rule without end, as it tells you Isaiah 45:17. Israel should be a kingdom with no end. It's going to be a perpetual rulership forever.
That's right. And that order is being, you know, introduced to the world as we speak, man. Can the brother get Psalm 82? Where we want to wait?
Psalm 82, verse 1. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judgeth among the gods. How long will ye judge unjustly?
Right. How long will ye judge unjustly, man? How long is Esau Edom going to be allowed to rule the world in wickedness, man?
Right.
Without order, without, you know, the laws as the root of his power structure, man.
And accept the persons of the wicked. Salah. Defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy.
And that's what the Lord is coming to do, man. He's coming to bring justice to his people, man. He's bringing justice by redeeming the elect, man. By offering salvation to us, man. You know, the great mercy that we've been offered, man, to be taken out of this place, man. You know, to be a part of those first fruit spirits, man. To see the establishment of the righteous kingdom, man.
Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand.
Right, so they know not, neither will they understand. Esau Edom cannot understand righteousness, man, because wickedness is in his heart, man. His whole existence is to be contrary to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. He is the antagonist of this movie, man.
So
You know?
gotta play his part.
Exactly.
They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Everything is out of course, man. If the world was following true order as it was once before, everything would be flowing smoothly, man. The world would be able to thrive the way it was intended to, man. You know, but we're seeing the earth dying because the man of death is in power, man. You know?
I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
Right.
But ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes.
You know, that was us, man. We went from the highest state, man, you know, to the lowest estate possible, man. You know, Esau literally flipped the whole script, man. Everything got turned on its head by Esau either, man. You know, but now the Lord is coming to reestablish that, man, to reintroduce the righteousness, the order that he had intended for the earth to be ruled under, man.
Verse 8. Arise, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations.
Right, and that's what we're seeking, man. We're seeking the Lord to come, arise, and destroy these people, man. Destroy this wicked hegemony, man. You know, that's why brothers say, abide the ball, man. No, we want to see the end of this, man. We hasten the coming of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. You know, every day, brothers, you know, we're vexed, man. You know, because we understand that once order is established, then we can finally rest, man. We can finally be at peace.
Live.
You know, we can live. You know?
We're gonna exist. You know?
Let me get one more.
You got it.
Psalm 96 and 10 through 13.
This is Psalms chapter 96. Psalms 96 and verse 10. Say among the heathen that the Lord Yahweh reigneth.
Right, and that's what we're doing right now, man. You know, we're telling the world that our power is coming to establish righteousness, man. To remove the heathen out of power, man. All heathen, you know. Only Israel is going to be in power in those days, man. You know, that's what we're seeking, man. We don't want Moab to have it. We don't want Ammon to have it. We don't want Ham to have it. Esau definitely ain't getting it. You know, this is only for Israelites, man. You know.
Can you imagine the world ruled over by Moab? Oh shit!
Right. You might get Esau a run for his money.
Neck and neck, goddamn.
The world also shall be established, that it shall not be moved.
Right. The law, the true order is going to be established and not moved, man. Meaning it won't be taken out of place, man. Once it's here to stay, man. You know?
He shall judge the people righteously. Let the heavens rejoice, and let the earth be glad. Let the sea roar, and the fullness thereof.
Right. So the earth is finally going to be able to be at peace, man. All existence is going to be at peace. Once you take Esau Edom out of rulership, you know, everybody they take that sigh of relief, man. Right. You know, everybody's tensed up right now, but once he's gone, they just be able to relax, man.
Got you. Isaiah 14 and 6 and 7. And it reads, it says, He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest. It is quiet. They break forth into singing.
Man, it's going to be a joyful day for the earth, man. You know, not just us, man. Not just, look, Esau Edom is in the way of life, man. You know, he has to be taken out of power. That's the long and short of it, man. The world cannot continue to have this man, the man of sin, the man of perdition, you know, ruling over it, man. Or else, as scriptures say, man, all flesh will be destroyed, man.
That nigga blocking life, man.
Verse 12. Let the field be joyful, and all that is therein. Then shall all the trees of the wood rejoice before the Lord Yahweh.
So the plants, the trees, the animals, all creation is going to rejoice, man. All creation is going to be at peace, man. As soon as Esau Edom gets out of here and righteousness is established, man. You know, because now everything can go according to the way it was intended to go, man. You know, it's simple, man. Like, Jake wanting Esau to remain in power, man. Jake clinging on to their oppressors. they can't see the fact that once we're out from under the heel of Esau, man, everything is going to be at peace, man.
Continuing on. For he cometh to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness and the people with his truth.
Right. The Lord is coming to judge the world with righteousness, man. And judge the earth with righteousness and the people with truth, man. This is the true world order, man. This is not, Esau's new world. This is a world order established in truth and righteousness according to the scriptures, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, man. That order is coming back, man. And it's going to be reestablished, man.
That's it, man. Hey, the true world order is coming by the way of the righteous, the elect, the government, man. That's what the world is waiting for, man. Lord willing, we're a part of it. That's why we labor, man. Make our calling and election sure. That we can be ushered into the kingdom, as the scripture said, man. Partake in everlasting life. And we pray that this camp was edifying. Close it out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and great millstone who taught us his truth. Double salutations to all you out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, that's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. Shalom.
Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Abad the ball.
Bob the ball. That's right. Here it is. We trying to